watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Nhung from Hanoi, and now the headlines as usual.
Leaders beat drum to launch 2022-2023 academic year. Vietnamese rise on the shelves of French supermarkets. Do Sơn Buffalo Fighting Festival resumed in Hải Phòng.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc beat drum to launch new academic year at the high school for gifted students at the Hanoi University of Science on September the 5th. Speaking at the ceremony, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc affirmed that education is the foundation for sustainable development. This serves to the nation's future. Therefore, investing in education is investing in the future. He hailed achievements gained by teachers and students nationwide, including those from the High School for Gifted Students under the Hanoi University of Science during international Olympiads, thus contributing to affirm the position of Vietnamese education in the world. To successfully fulfill tasks for the new academic year, the state leader asked the educational sector to speed up fundamental and comprehensive reform of education and training. The same day, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended a similar event at Đoàn Thị Điểm Primary School in Hanoi. In his remarks at the ceremony, the Prime Minister asked the children to develop the habit of reading, to gain more knowledge to foster their soul, and also train their life skills. Towards teachers, the Prime Minister shared their hard work and urged them to ensure balance among learning, playing, and daily life activities. He also asked parents to work closely with schools to take care of and educate children. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate John Kerry on September the 5th in Hanoi. Prime Minister Chính said Vietnam encourages investment in renewable energy. In this era, he said the U.S. can assist Vietnam in developing its industry and manufacturing equipment for renewable energy conversion, helping the Southeast Asian nation manufacture renewable energy equipment and build power transmission centers, among others. John Kerry agreed upon the Prime Minister's proposal, saying that the U.S. is ready to support Vietnam in technology and finance, making Vietnam a role model in responding to climate change. He urged the Vietnamese government to further introduce policies to effectively combat climate change, creating a more open mechanism for foreigners to participate easily in energy transition in Vietnam. The two sides agreed to establish a working group to promote the two countries' relations in the field of combating climate change, especially in energy transition. General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and President of Laos Thongloun Sisoulith on September the 5th called on peoples of Laos and Vietnam to exert efforts to continue protecting and developing the special ties between the two countries.
In an interview granted to the Lao and Vietnamese press in Vientiane on the occasions of the 60th founding anniversary of the Vietnam-Laos diplomatic relations and 45 years of the Vietnam-Laos Treaty of Amity and Cooperation, the Lao leader highlighted the importance of the establishment of the Laos-Vietnam diplomatic ties. The Lao leader affirmed that his country always considers its great friendship, special solidarities, and fighting alliance with the Communist Party of Vietnam and the Vietnamese Army and people, a decisive force for all its victories. Sisoulith underlines the need for the two countries to continue to support each other, exchange lessons, experience, knowledge and skills, and create conditions for each other in socio-economic development, thus growing further together and further promoting their relations for the sake of the two people.
The Vietnam-Laos relationship founded by President Ho Chi Minh, President Khe Son Phom Vihan, and President Su Van Vong and nurtured by generations of soldiers and people in both countries has become a priceless and unique asset.
60 years ago, on September 5, 1962, Vietnam and Laos officially established diplomatic relations. Of the 6 decades since, despite difficulties and challenges, the partnership between the two parties and countries has continued to grow steadily in a deep and effective manner. Bilateral political relations have been constantly reinforced and elevated from a traditional friendship to a great friendship, guiding cooperation in other fields.
The great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two peoples of Laos and Vietnam have been forged through wars in the past, with the sacrifice of revolutionaries. The relationship has become a valuable heritage and is a decisive factor in the success of the revolution in both countries. The special relationship between Vietnam and Laos has been nurtured by generations of leaders and people in the two countries, from the time when the two fought together against a common enemy until the present course of national construction and defense. The Lao Party, State and People, together with Vietnamese comrades, will continue upholding the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation in order to bring practical benefits to the people of the two countries.
Over the past 60 years, the two countries have been continually consolidating and developing the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between two parties, states, and peoples, considering these as important factors in the success of each country's national development and defense. Under the wise leadership of the Communist Party of Vietnam and the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, the solidarity, cooperation, and mutual support between Vietnam and Laos continues to be viewed as a valuable asset and a foundation for their development during future historical periods.
Vietnamese rice product has for the first time been put on the shelves of a hypermarket run by leading French retailer Leclerc as part of a program run by the Vietnam Trade Office in France.
The product brand Cơm Vietnam is produced by the Lộc Trời Group, a leading provider of agricultural services and products in Vietnam. It was introduced in the Leclerc hypermarket chain on September 2nd during the office's Vietnamese Mid-Autumn Week event.
This is the first time I have tried Vietnamese rice. It's tasty. The rice is fragrant, unique, and appetizing.
Rice is the key commodity in the scheme on facilitating Vietnamese enterprises' participation in foreign distribution networks.
The process from defining goals, developing a plan, to negotiating a contract, and officially hitting the shelves in France lasted nearly 2 years.
2 years ago, Lộc Trời was the first rice exporter to Europe within the framework of the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement. But it's the first time Lộc Trời rice has been on the shelves of Leclerc supermarkets in France. Within the Mid-Autumn Week event, Cơm Vietnam will be introduced at hypermarkets run by French multinational retail and wholesaling corporation Carrefour on September 6. Carrefour and Leclerc together operate nearly 800 hypermarkets and over 3,000 supermarkets across France.
Vietnam has just received a certificate including the practice of thăm by the Thai, Nung and Thai ethnic minority communities on UNESCO's representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity.
Thăm is an essential ritual practice in the spiritual life of the Thai, Nung, and Thai ethnic minority groups in Vietnam, who mainly live in 11 northern provinces. According to UNESCO representative in Vietnam, the practice of thăm helps people overcome difficulties and obstacles in life, contributes to moral education and human lifestyles, and preserves the positive lifestyles of the ethnic minority communities. Thăm ceremonies describe a journey in which the Thăm master, male or female, controls God's soldiers traveling from the earthly realm to the heavenly realm to offer items of worship and to present prayers for peace, treating illnesses, ensuring good crops, wishing for a happy new year, and more. Thăm rituals are always transmitted orally, reflecting succession between generations, and Thăm masters play a key role in passing on the skills and know-how, with some conducting around 200 ceremonies a year.
Mỗi lần
The recognition from UNESCO is an honor for Vietnam, and it can also help introduce the unique cultural heritage of Vietnam's northern mountainous region to international friends, making this area more appealing to tourists.
The president also requested the 11 provinces that are home to thăm to build programs to extensively, creatively, and effectively promote the practice while raising people's awareness about cultural identity.
The Thanh Tuyên Festival featuring giant lanterns has gotten underway in the northern mountainous province of Tuyên Quang.
The Thanh Tuyên Festival has become a cultural specialty of Tuyên Quang. Held annually, it honors and promotes local culture and intangible heritages with tourism development. It started in 2004 when some families made large animal lanterns that were taken along the streets with lion dances and songs during the Mid-Autumn Festival. The scene was a big hit among kids and adults alike and gradually evolved into the festival it has become today. Tuyên Quang for many years has become the destination for tourists every Mid-Autumn Festival. The giant models of Mid-Autumn lights have become the brand of the province. The festival has been confirmed by Vietnamese Guinness records as having the biggest lanterns in the country.
The traditional Do Sơn Buffalo Fighting Festival took place in Do Sơn district in the northern port city of Hải Phòng on September the 4th after 2-year hiatus due to COVID-19.
The unique traditional festival is an indispensable part of the local spiritual life. It's not only associated with water goddess worshipping and sacrificing customs, but also illustrates the planning and training capacity of buffalo owners. The festival was recognized as a national cultural intangible heritage in 2012. Hours before the opening ceremony, thousands of spectators flocked to the district stadium. Some of them even camped overnight to attend the event they could not see over the past 2 years due to the pandemic. This year, buffaloes number 8 of Nguyễn Đức Tiến from Bang Lao Quất and number 2 of Phạm Văn Hiếu from Hợp Đức Quất won first and second prizes respectively.
Boasting a range of stunning landscapes, together with a kaleidoscope of ethnic minority cultures, Con Cuông district in the central province of Nghệ An has made big investments in developing community-based tourism with a view to improving local livelihoods and preserving the outstanding features of ethnic minority culture.
Ethnic minority groups in Siêng village, Môn Sơn Commune have turned brocade weaving into a wonderful tourism product. Visitors to the village not only have the chance to learn how to weave, but can also gain a deeper insight into local culture and practices.
This was a time when our brocade weaving had fallen into oblivion. We successfully revived the craft. However, the local authorities decided to set up a tourism village.
In a bid to boost sustainable tourism development, local people have come together to create a special cultural space of the Thai ethnic minority and attract visitors.
We expect that more visitors will come to our community-based tourism village to experience Thai ethnic minority culture and also try out tasty cuisine.
Con Cuông district has paid due regard to preserving traditional festivals as well as folk dances and music over the years as a way to expand community-based tourism. It has also sharpened its focus on human resources training.
Human resources training plays an important role in boosting community-based tourism. We have worked with a number of sectors and partners, such as Japan International Cooperation Agency, through training sessions for local people.
Community-based and ecotourism products have provided stable incomes for local residents while promoting the cultural values of local ethnic minority groups.
And that has wrapped up the news bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.